All right, I've heard a lot of you guys asking about the FG knot. What I think of the FG knot? I think the world of the FG knot. I think it is absolutely the best knot for tying braid to a fluorocarbon leader. I also think it is the hardest knot in the world to learn how to tie. You actually have to be a trigonometry major and have a background in, first you have to have a background in environmental science to figure out how to dispose of all the little trimmings and stuff that you're going to end up with while you're trying to learn how to tie this knot. And then you have to be just, I don't know, basically a rocket scientist just to get it all to go right. But when it all goes right, it is the absolute best knot. You don't hear it, or hardly don't hear it go through your guides when you cast. It doesn't break. I use it on everything from panfish, obviously bass. I use it all the time. I use it grouper fishing, catching 50-pound grouper, on 100-pound braid to 120-pound leader. So in my opinion, it's the best knot in the world. Show you how to do it. Take your fluorocarbon leader. I like to use, when I'm bass fishing, I like to use about 12 feet. I'm a tall dude, so I go once, twice, like that with my big Sasquatch arms. Most of the time I use 8-pound bass fishing. We're in a lake where there's some pretty big ones, so we're gonna go with 10. Fluorocarbon Sunline leader today. So we got all different sizes in here. 12, at 6, we're gonna go with 10 today. This is my braid, okay? Take the braid, put it in your teeth. Now you want to hold just a little bit of tension on this. You don't want to hold it real tight, just a little bit of tension. As you can see, I got the rod laying away from me so I can keep tension on the line. Take your fluorocarbon leader, grab it in both hands like this, and just lay it over top of the braid and pinch it with your fingers just like that. Now we're going to go 6 times around. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here's where I do it differently, and I think helps a lot. When you get to 6, tighten it from this end and like that, and now start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now as I'm holding it like that, now tighten it again. Pull from both ends like that, both ends like that. Now go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tighten. Both ends like that, both like that. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tighten like that, tighten like that. There is the knot. Now hold the entire knot. Hold the entire knot just like that. You got 3 tag ends. Now you're going to take the braid tag end, go around both of those lines, and just do a granny. So I'm just doing a granny around both of those. Pull it down tight. So we still got all 3 lines sticking out there. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, a granny again, and go through the loop. I missed it. Do the granny again. Pull it down tight. Got everything pulled tight now. Now what you want to do is see your fluorocarbon end that's sticking out of there. Cut that down as tight as you can. Just like that. Now we just have braid, fluorocarbon. Now you just take the braid and do a granny around itself. Do a granny around itself again. And there you go. The FG knot. That is the thinnest knot that you're ever going to have for joining. And what makes that knot so thin is what I actually did. Even though it looked like I was turning the fluorocarbon around the braid, which I was, but when you tighten it down, it actually braids the braid around the fluorocarbon. So my fluorocarbon, which is obviously more stiff than the braid is, it never makes a turn. The fluorocarbon is just straight, and you've actually braided the braid around the fluorocarbon, and you made like a Chinese finger trap on the fluorocarbon. So there's not a single bend in the fluorocarbon. So that's why it's such a small knot, because the braid's obviously smaller than the fluorocarbon. So now you have a perfect FG knot right there. Just take this end, your little tag end of the braid, cut it off, and there it is, the FG knot. That knot right there is the smallest. The secret is doing 6, tighten it down, 6, tighten it down, 6, tighten it down. You do that 4 times. So you're going to end up doing 24 around, but 6, 6, 6, and 6. And that knot will be the best knot you'll ever learn to tie. It's going to take you 749,312 attempts before you get it right. But once you get it right, you'll love it. I love it. It's the only knot I'll use to join braid to fluorocarbon.